Well, the big focus tonight is going to be how cold it's going to feel as we go overnight with those wind chill values that right now are about 10 to 15 below zero and are only going to get colder as we go well after dark through midnight and into tomorrow morning. Now, many of our area school districts choosing to close for tomorrow, the second straight day, keeping the kids warm and safe. We're getting close to zero now up there toward Hillsdale County, 1 in Bryan, 3 in Defiance, and it won't be long before we drop below zero. And lows tonight will be anywhere from about 5 below in the Toledo metro to 10 below zero in outlying areas, so it is going to be bitterly cold across the area. The heart of that Arctic air that we've been tracking for well over a week now is now directly over the Great Lakes region. Actual air temperatures falling through the single digits, and it's going to get even colder tonight. Essentially almost too cold for any significant snow here in northwest Ohio. Had a few blowing snow flurries today. Nothing that was of a significant accumulation. Not like what they're dealing with down across the Gulf Coast, where they had hammering snowfall from Texas through Louisiana. Earlier this morning, there was a blizzard warning in southern Louisiana, and it is still actively snowing in the city of New Orleans, where they've got heavy snow that has closed portions of I-10. We can actually take a peek in where the snow just beginning to lighten up. This is a major U.S. interstate that is absolutely closed due to nearly 10 inches of snow that has fallen, a record-shattering amount of snow in the state of Louisiana. Here's our wind chills tonight. They're going to go 10 to 15, even as cold as 20 degrees below zero. Coldest of the wind chills are going to be after midnight as we get into our Wednesday morning. There's a clock, 7 a.m., right around 20 to below zero. Could get a few areas that get close to 25 below zero. We've got extreme cold advisories and extreme cold warnings that are in effect. Now, with this cold air that's going to be in place, it's going to take a little time to dig out of it. Tomorrow by noon, we're going to be single digits below zero. And then by about dinner time tomorrow, close to zero, as the worst of the wind chills will have passed. Now, what could be occurring with a frost quake tonight? I'll tell you, I thought I heard one last night. It's a loud popping noise that would generally be in the middle of the night. It's due to rapidly falling temperatures or extreme cold. It causes underground water to freeze between the bedrock and the topsoil. When it freezes, water expands, and it causes some cracks in the surface of the soil that, when those cracks are released, makes a popping or a thundering boom that could be heard. It is completely harmless, nothing that is dangerous, but you may hear some very loud pops or booms tonight, and those would be frost quakes in our extreme cold. More common as well when we don't have snow on the ground, because that colder air is allowed to really penetrate into the surface. Tonight, bitterly cold. We're going to get as cold as 5 to 10 below zero. This is going to be here in the city of Toledo, about 5 below zero. Some areas outside, rural areas, will get as cold as 10 below. Wind chill values 15 to 25 below. That is dangerously cold tonight. The high of 17 tomorrow. Those early morning wind chills are going to be harsh. Could take us to about dinner time to get back above zero. And outside of the cold Wednesday, flurries on Thursday. Nothing that's going to accumulate. 27 the high, mid-20s on Friday, back toward 30 on Saturday, and we'll stay in the low 30s into Sunday. And early next week, look at very quiet and very dry to end the month of January. Highs in the low to mid-30s as we round out that 10-day forecast, taking us back close to the freezing mark.